Silver medalists last year. In fact, for the last 6 years, they've been on the podium every year except in 2001 when they finished in 4th place. What can they do here? This is Maria Petrova and Alexei Tikhonov skating to a tango here. Ludmila Velikova, the coach, looking on.
Side-by-side triple toe loops. He just doubled. So easy and high on the double twist. Throw triple loop, clean. Out of unison on the spins. Lovely position in the death spiral and an innovative out.
Well, they're just so powerful, aren't they? I have to say, the music didn't really do anything for me, and it wasn't something the crowd could get behind. The place is packed to the gunnels, and they're just waiting for something to participate in.
It was quiet. When I was watching them, it was like they're somehow not on peak form. I've seen them attack things so much more than that.
Looking for more, and they know that they've left the door wide open, really. Well, they'll have to sit back and see what happens, what unfolds this evening. As we move on to the 6th couple to skate in this short program. Also from Russia. Very exciting couple indeed. 4th last year. They'd love to win a medal here. This is Yulia Obertas and Sergei Slavnov. Triple toes. She had to work hard to hang on to that. He did a corker. she was all over the place on that throw triple flip. One of the hardest throws you can do, and she was off axis, but made it count. What a fighter.
Lovely height. All the way through, very difficult. Stopping the rotation of the lift and taking it back.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was a cheeky performance. A lot of fun to watch. The crowd here got behind it. They loved it. And you can bet your bottom dollar the maestro behind this team, Tamara Moskvina, who's stood on the sides, will be very, very pleased. I'm sure she'll be critical, particularly of this, but she'll admire the courage through that. You could see she was completely off axis, but still found the right foot on the throw triple flip. Long way to go, but they're leading, and rightly so.
Great result for them.
There's the situation at the halfway stage, just about. The defending champions out on the ice now in the opening day of these European Figure Skating Championships for 2005. Back from injury as Oleg Vasiliev watches his charges take to the ice. 3 times the European champions, world champions, Tatiana, Totmianina and Maxim Marinin skating to Ave Maria.
Skating and balance choreography right from the start. Beautiful throw, triple loop right in front of the central judge. Very unusual place to park it.
This is fantastic. Side-by-side triple toes, no hesitation. don't know about you, but for me, that was spine-tingling. I loved it. Beautiful choice of music. The choreography was out of this world. Laurie Nickel, responsible there for the choreography of that program. The elements, no hesitation whatsoever. They came out here as champions, and there is nobody that they're going to let take that title away. Triple loop, right out the top drawer. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a breathtaking performance. The music just holding you, haunting, everybody entranced by it. Fantastic skating, just a great technique. They are so lovely to watch together. But right the way through it, even to the point of going into the spins in a very difficult entry to get the alignment right. Everything, this at the start, it is just beautiful to watch, something you could watch all day long. The spiral step sequence, the way they built that with the speed, and he was pulling her and then she was pulling him. The focus.
And that, she just spotted the landing perfectly. And as you pointed out, Nicky, right in front of the judges. Great elevation on the twist, arms aloft. Caught her nice and early. Here's the side-by-side triple toes. Just look at it. Beautiful lines. And Mr. Vasiliev, he's out there with them every inch of the way. And he said it was tough last year to come out and win 3 in a row. You'd be a brave man to bet against them winning 4 in a row, wouldn't you?
It was fantastic.
It was masterful. Very, very well done. And if that's going to be beaten tonight, we're in for a special evening. But looking down the list, there's nobody that can beat with that left to skate this evening. Fantastic. Well, their best score for a short program has been 68.64. And they're going to beat that tonight. 37.42 for the technical score. And they take it all in their stride. And you'll very shortly see that Totmianina-Marinin have a new personal best of 69.7 as their marks for the short program. Fantastic. Very, very well done to Tatiana, Maxim, and of course Oleg. Brilliant. Well, it's a tough act to follow, but somebody's got to do it, and it falls to the 2 times German national champions. They were brilliant in German nationals. Not that I saw it. Ingo Steuer there, himself a former world champion back in 1997 with Mandy Wurzel, may remember that. So here they are. Aliona, Savchenko and Robin Szolkowy for Germany. Beautiful music. It's soul.
Lovely and clean. Side-by-side triple toe loops. Very confident.
Done. She had to fight there. Almost got too much height. Throw triple salto from nowhere.
Nice touch in the combination spin, just stepping back the other way.
Beautiful skating, fabulous choice of music. A piece from the soundtrack from the celebration show from Holiday on Ice, I think. And what a performance, a gutsy performance from this young partnership.
Welcome, Tatiana and Maxim. First of all, beautiful skating, beautiful outfit. You must be very happy with this short program.
Thank you very much for congratulations, and of course we're very happy tonight because it's our first big event this season and we did a good job tonight and we are happy.
How difficult was it? We have seen this bad accident from the Grand Prix years to skate here for you.
Actually, it takes a long time to rehabilitation, but before European we did a couple competition, which was one of them was Russian nationals, and we checked all what we did in the practices, and it was successful. So, and here we just a little bit calmed down and did our usual routine. That's what we try to do here, and it was successful.
And it was really good routine. Good luck for tomorrow.
Has them in fourth place overall at this stage, so it's a Russia 1, 2, 3. Not quite the order we had expected, but nevertheless, Russia reigning supreme in the pairs event once more. Representing the Ukraine, a couple competing here for the first time together. Skating to the saber dance. This is Tatiana, Volosozhar and Stanislav Morozov. In fact, the Ukrainian national champions. Solid enough start, side-by-side triple toes. No hesitation there.
Oh, great height in the double twists.
Well, I would say that's the best that we've seen tonight. Oh, looked like a touchdown there with the free foot on the landing of that throw triple loop. Really difficult entry into the lift and rotating clockwise first of all, change of rotation. This is impressive.
Very low on the death spiral. Judges looking for the girl's head to be as low as possible to the ice. Again, that probably the best we've seen.
Well, that was cool, calm, and collected. Just how a short program should be. A little bit of a question mark over the choreography. Didn't really use the music at the end there where it got going. They kept the pace of the program cool, calm, and collected. But fabulous to watch, and some wonderful, wonderful elements there, particularly the lift going up in one hand. Fantastic. Enjoyed it. Difficult program. Here's a side-by-side triple toes.
They look so strong from the off, very, very confident.
It looks as though they're going to slot into 5th place with 56.26, a new personal best for them. So splitting the Germans there, 5th for the couple from the Ukraine. Two couples to go. And next, the couple from Bulgaria. There it is, it's a Russia 1-2-3. Totmianina-Marinin leading, Obertas-Slavnov in 2nd, Petrova and Tikhonov in 3rd place. Fantastic performances there from the Germans. In fact, so now the couple from the Ukraine. Skated very, very well in the short program, lying in 5th place with 56.26 points. That was a personal best for them. This is Tatiana, Volosozhar and Stanislav Morozov.
Triple. He just not landing it on the first one. A lovely skating technique. Fantastic triple twist, catching the girl in the air and putting her down lightly. Lots of height. Down on the side-by-side triple salto. Beautiful on the throw, triple loop. She might have just caught her hand on the landing. I think it was the free leg that touched on the way through, as it did in the short program. A difficult and clever entry into the lift and then reversing the rotation and the one-handed dismount. All done very lightly and easily. Triple Salchow. They built up the speed to that so effortlessly. And a reverse entry into that lift. Again, making it more difficult.
you've got to be a class act to be able to carry that off. Moonlight Sonata, a fantastic piece of music all the way through the program, and these two did it, I think. They kept your interest from start to finish. Not a perfect performance, as we can see there, but an awful lot to admire. Down on the triple salto, that was such a shame. And without any question at all, Tatiana and Stanislav lead by some way. Well, they've been in this position time and time again. A fantastic partnership, a wonderful understanding, not only between these two, but between the three of them. Oleg, Vasiliev, a big, big part of this team, and there he is. The leaders, 3 times the European champions, the world champions, Tatiana, Totmianina, and Maxim Marinin, skating to Scheherazade.
Beautiful flow over the ice straight away. Side by side, triple salchows. Easy with beautiful landings. Triple toe loops, double toe loops. Quite low on the catch.
I'll tell you what, that was a close one. Did well to come out unscathed there. Now setting up the first of the throws, the throw triple loop. Beautiful.
So gentle on the exit of the lift. Lots of strength. Throw triple salchow. Landing perfectly with the music. One-handed lift with a one-handed dismount late on in the routine.
Oleg Vasiliev said in the interview before these two went out that he was nervous. I don't know why, because I don't think they were. They took it in their stride. They are just masters, and that will not be beaten. Remember, they've got 6.5-point margin here. Even if for some miraculous reason they didn't win the free, they're not going to lose it by 6.5 points. Fantastic stuff. You are looking at the 2005 European champions, I'm sure of that.
It was a beautiful routine from the first moment they started to skate. Each edge was sheer perfection. The elements, they're strong, and yet there's a softness about them. The music choice was beautiful. It provided this backdrop that just kept your interest right the way through it. But there is such a quality about every element, and we're looking at not just the technical content, but also the skills, the performance, interpretation, all those transitions, the whole thing, right down to the serpentine step sequence, stopping in front of the judges, taking you a different way, going out of it. Everything worked. Beautiful, beautiful to watch.
Yes, it really was. That's two very, very good programs they've laid down here, and they're sending an extremely strong message to the other side of the world, to Zhen and Zhao, that they are back in tip-top form for the forthcoming World Championships in Moscow. That really will be a humdinger of a competition.
And it shows that you don't have to pick that probably one of the elements that wasn't the best we've seen, a triple twist where the girl is caught higher.
Yeah, they didn't really get the elevation on that, did they? And it could have been very, very nasty, really using their wealth of experience there to get out of trouble. But the throws, just stunning.
She's so graceful on the landings. It really is that you don't have to choose great big dramatic pounding away music to make it work. When the music works like that as a backdrop, and the changing of phasing in the music as well, that they really portrayed very well as they just did different elements and moved from one thing to the other. The whole thing was excellent. Now, it's out of 10 on the components mark in particular. We see it out of 10. And we haven't seen anything over about 8.5, so it would be great to see marks going up towards that 10 perfect score. Because they do say that's outstanding 10. Superior's 9, outstanding's 10, and that was definitely outstanding.
Well, very, very high marks there. 65 there. Well, they're low 8s. I think the judge is still a bit nervous with the new system. But 126 points there. Their highest points so far have been 194 in the world rankings. A good result there, and they shoot into the lead. So 3 couples to go. Our next couple were European champions in 1999 and again in 2000. Ludmila, Velikova knows only too well what it feels like to be in this situation. They're in 3rd place as it stands at the moment, but there is literally nothing in it between 3rd and 2nd places, just composing themselves here. The music will be the Circus Princess, and it is of course Maria Petrova and Alexei Tikhonov. Alexei, the oldest competitor in the entire championship this year. How can they respond to the disappointment of the short program?
loops.
They look very, very sharp at the beginning of this program.
The triple Szolkowy, but she didn't.
And a close one there on the split triple twist. She landed on his shoulder, not quite making the full rotations, but again, the experience showing through. Now setting up the throw triple loop. Couldn't control the landing.
Strong in the lift with the change of positions in the air. Creating something different, adding to that technical mark. On the Group 5 lasso lift. Again with the change of positions. Feet on the throw triple Szolkowy. And the clever pendulum entry to the lift and in the position and the hold. Always looking for that extra technical content mark.
At the end of the program, and that really wasn't the sort of performance they were looking for. Alexei there right at the end, completely exhausted, and the smile on his face, but I'm sure inside it's disappointment. Maria making two crucial errors through that program, doubling out on the triple Szolkowy, stepping off the landing of the loop there. She can see getting loose halfway through the jump. There's the triple Szolkowy, double-footed landing on that one as well.
Congratulations, first of all, for you, Tatiana and Maxim. Another great performance after yesterday's short programs. Tell me, Tatiana, what's the secret of your success?
Secret? I don't know, to fall on your head maybe. But anyway, we was okay. We had so much time to prepare our programs better. Unfortunately, it was an accident. But anyway, we did a great job, and we're happy with this.
Yes, they did do a great job, and Petrova and Tikhonov here, they slot into second place at this stage, but they could be dropping out of the top three, who knows? Well, two couples to go. The couple lying in second place now, the young pretenders. When I say young, Julia Obertas, 20, Sergei Slavnov, now 22. These, the Russian number threes, but very much the ones to watch here. Real disappointment for Petrova and Tikhonov. And of course, we've still got the Germans lying in fourth place to go. They're 3.7 points behind a possible bronze medal position. But let's focus on these two now. Out of the medals last year, fourth place, but red hot for a medal in 2005. What color will it be? Julia Obertas, Sergei Slavnov.
And their first element is a twist, and it could be a quad twist, 4 times round in the air for the lady.
Oh, unbelievable!
And that was it, a quad twist.
A little bit wooden on the landing of the triple toes, and she doubled out there.
Triple flip and very low.
Well, I tell you what, I think she kept it off, and that's one of the hardest throws you can do. And then go for the triple toe. She's just losing it now. Got to maintain concentration if she wants that silver medal.
Lovely entry into the lift, a lot of ice coverage, changing direction. Lovely throw, triple loop.
Well, that was beautiful. Textbook stuff. She came out faster than she went in. Oh, dear me.
That a disaster.
I think they caught up.
I didn't know whether she'd been winded by the fall onto his shoulder, but it was like they were holding it before they could move on to the next element. to get the timing right. Very difficult.
Goodness me. Well, I tell you what, Nicky, there's a game plan here, and it's very, very brave indeed. Tamara Moskvina, the coach of these two, and she is one canny lady. These two were doing stuff that probably on the night didn't work. They were really pushing the boundaries, experimenting, really trying with new lifts, a little ragged round the edges, but in 12 months' time, in fact 13 months' time, at the Olympic Games in this very stadium, these two are going to be doing some outstanding stuff.
And just the disaster on the lift where she fell down.
It'll be second place tonight, second on the free, second on the short, and second overall for Obertas-Slavnov. So Petrova and Tikhonov in a very fragile third place at the moment. Look at that. They've just seen it on the scoreboard and they love it. Fantastic.
Our final skaters, Aliona Savchenko and Szolkowy, Germany.
Now, they were a sensation in the short program. First time at the European Championships. They were brilliant in German nationals. The German national champions, Ingo Steuer looks on. It's Aliona, Savchenko and Robin Szolkowy. Music from Casablanca. Fast. He just doubled out on that side-by-side triple toe. Needs to get it right this time. He triples, she falls.
On the double axel. Packed opening. Group 5 lasso lift. Not the height difference here. That does make it easier on the lifts, of course. The lift just flowing through. Excellent technique. The throw double axel at 2 feet. Didn't feel right for the throw triple salchow right at the end of the program.
Yeah, that really is a gamble. The tariff would be high if she'd done that throw triple sal right at the end of the program, but it wasn't to be, and they know in their heart of hearts, I think they've let that medal slip away from them. They were 3.7 points behind Petrova and Tikhonov going into this free program, and indeed they're only 3.19 points ahead of the Ukrainians, who are in 4th place at the moment, so they could possibly drop a place. There were a lot of mistakes in that program.
And there, one of them, the throw double axel, just catching the 2 feet. But what struck me was the quality of the...
No, Ingo must be pleased, though. He knows he's got a good team there, and tonight wasn't their day, but their time will come, that is for sure. So these two are going to slot into 4th place, no problem. So it's a Russia 1, 2, 3 in the pairs. So overall 158.73 their total marks, and the Russians at the end of the day a long way ahead of the rest of the field in the total points. Some 16, 17 points clear from 4th to 3rd place. Quite incredible.
And with this new system, you get to see that gap, and it was a little bit more complicated with the 6s and the factor mark.